Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all the honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash. Double honors and respect to the elders and to the apostles, the great millstone. Peace and blessing to all Akim that are preaching and teaching this word with 100% truth and sincerity. And unto the men, women, and children that are listening and learning, and unto the Ba'ath Wadah, the elect house of David, that is scattered abroad, I give you my utmost and sincere salutations. All right, as you can see here, I'm in my car, but before I get started with the work, because I work the night shift, just had a quick lesson to do, about how, this too shall pass, meaning that, this life is only temporary, okay? Yeah, we have to endure and put up with, certain things that are, rather vexing and uncomfortable, and they have a tendency to, get in the way, that cause that vexation of spirit, But that's, that's part of the process, We gotta, we gotta be wise in how we deal with any and all situations. So it's not gonna be long. It's gonna be the book of 2 Corinthians. It's the book of 2 Corinthians. It's going to be chapter 4. Chapter 4, verse 17. And it says, "For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory." Okay, so our light affliction, what we're going through right now, being under the curses, being poor, having medical issues, or, financial issues, or family affairs, or, just whatever the case may be, any brother that's in the truth, even the sincere sisters, we all, when you come into this thing, you're gonna go through some things, you're gonna deal with some things, this is only but a light affliction. The real thing, this is nothing really. This is basically, as I said, a light affliction, a light test. Because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is building us up for the ultimate test, which is when Jacob's trouble goes into full effect. We're in the beginning stages of it, but Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is turning that knob. He's turning up the heat gradually. As things get more and more, tighter, more tougher. It's that's when you're gonna see for yourself that this is as we get closer to the end, it's only gonna get harder. But at the end of it all, man, as long as you stay faithful to this truth, to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, it worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Okay? So eventually, if we keep fighting, keep holding on, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is going to reward us with the kingdom, everlasting life, those new bodies that will never go off, that won't have to suffer from these these negative afflictions. We'll be made as we were intended to be, perfect. Okay, this is verse 18. It says, "While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal." Okay, as I said before, you know, the things of this life now, man, it's all temporary. The things of this society, it's all temporary. It's only here but for a moment. Because time is, you know, it's different for the Lord, man, because 1,000 years to us is a day to him, and a day to us is as 1,000 years, man. So, you know, it's so, you know, this is, after all that we've been through for all these years, man, you know, it's nothing but it's nothing but a moment to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, but to us it seems like forever. But you know, that tells you something, man, that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is on a different level altogether. So, you know, the things which are not seen, which is the kingdom, you know, the things that is soon to come, that's what we're hoping for. That's what we're patiently fighting for and striving for daily. Okay, this is going to be 2 Peter. All right, this is going to be the book of 2 Peter. Let's skip to there. Excuse me real quick. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 13, and it says, "Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness." So, you know, we're you know, as the scriptures say, you know, we were, well, oh gosh, I can't remember how it goes, but, you know, without a vision, the people perish, roughly paraphrasing. So, to be in this truth, we have to be like visionaries, okay? Because we're looking towards the future to come, which is the kingdom. And, you know, this is what we're hoping for. This is what we're striving for, you know? Because, you know, we want to live in a whole new world beyond this one. This is the lowest we've ever been, but it's all but for a moment. We're looking towards a whole new world, a whole new society, wherein dwelleth righteousness, where everything is set back in order. And beyond that, okay? Verse 14, "Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless." So be diligent to have a passion for this, to have a passion for this truth, for this ministry, to really get into it, to immerse yourself into this. If you really want it, this truth has to be your number one priority over everything else. And you have to keep that eye single, because this is what matters most. This is what's going to save your life. So to be, you know, to be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. So to be blameless in the midst of a perverse and crooked nation, man. In fact, let me get that scripture real quick. Philippians chapter 2, verse 15. It says, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights of the world. Okay? So, to remain blameless in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, where we shine as lights of the world, we are those beacons of hope, the prophets. Okay? We are the ones that set that example for righteousness, representing Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. That's why Elder Apostle Kabar, you know, he always says, you know what you're really, what you're involved in, what it means to be in this ministry. And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost on that. I myself need to get more immersed into these scriptures, be more focused, more diligent in what's most important, because this is how you work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, is to know and to study the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? And, the Bible acronym, basic instructions before leaving Earth. Once we get these basic instructions, we have a chance. Okay? Now I'm going to get, it's going to be verse 16. Holding forth the word of life, that I may rejoice in the day of Hamashiach, that I have not run in vain, neither labored in vain. So, holding forth the word of life, that we may rejoice in the day of Yahushai's return, that all this work that we put in, studying, fasting, praying, preaching and teaching, and living by the scriptures and applying it to ourselves, that, that we did it all for something, that it was worth something. We made it mean something. That we didn't do it just for show or just in vain, or we didn't turn our backs on it. Make it count. Because this is it. All right. This is going to be Romans, in chapter 8, starting at verse 23. It says, and not only they, Salakia. I'm going to start at verse 22. For it says here, Romans 8:22, for we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. Verse 23, and not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body. Okay, so as the scriptures say, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people are mourning. And in the state of mourning, we're groaning, moaning, in pain, agony, on a mental, physical, and emotional, and ultimately spiritual level, because everything is out of order. Nothing's right here because of who, Esau, Edom. As long as he stays in power, nobody, not even the animals, both on land, water, and in the air, even nature itself, no one is happy. Nothing's happy. Nothing's good as long as Esau, Edom is in power. But the path to paradise is to go through hell. It starts in hell, when we're in hell right now. But it's only temporary. Verse 24. And let me read this last line here. It says, waiting for verse 23. In fact, I'll read the whole thing. Romans 8:23. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body. So the redemption of our body, man. When Yahushua is going to give us those new bodies, make us pure, perfect, godly. Okay? Having the first fruits, ourselves, even though we're groaning, I'm going to read the verse, the top line again, verse 23. It's not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit. We have this knowledge, this wisdom, this understanding, and we're out here on the highways and byways making ourselves a living sacrifice, which is our reasonable service. We're doing this for a reason, not just to be diligent, but to have, not just to to be not just to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling, but to have a passion for this truth, to have a passion for Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua's word, and Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua himself. doing all that we can to fight for our salvation, to fight for, a chance to be, accepted of him, to be a part of, the first fruits, the elect. Even though the elect were already ordained from the beginning, but all we can do is just hope. That's why we're called the hopeful elect, because we're fighting every day. Every day. Verse 24, for we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doeth he yet hope for? So, if you can see if you already have what you want, what's the point? If you already see what you have, what's the point of hope? Because you already got what you wanted. So verse 25, but if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it. So with patience we wait for it. We're waiting patiently for Yahushua to return and get us out of here. So, this is a race, but this race is gradual. It's not, you just can't, just dash your way through it like the Flash. You just can't just, go, just burst your way through it, man. That's not how it works. This is a slow but gradual process. And progress is a process. Now I'm going to go up to verse 18. It says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So, the sufferings that we're going through right now, even though it's temporary, are not to be compared. They are not to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Okay? All this that we're going through, and when we get to the kingdom and, Abba Ratazah, that we be of the number, we're gonna look back at all of this shit and we're just gonna be like, damn. And, have laughs about it and just be like, man, all that shit that we went through, and here we are now. We made it. Lord willing, how about Shem Yashai willing? So again, this too shall pass. This life is temporary. So, Lord willing, that this was edifying, because I got to get to the plantation soon. So, with closing, I'd like to give all the honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors and respect to the elders and to the apostles, the great millstone. Peace and blessing to all Akim that are preaching and teaching this word with 100% truth and sincerity. And unto the men, women, and children that are listening and learning. And unto the Bayath, the Dawadah, the elect house of David that is scattered abroad. I give you my utmost and sincere salutations. See you in the next lesson, Lord willing. Kwam Yasharala, Wa Abad Babal, Shalom, Barakatam.